this would be a nice place to start a fire. And then I'm a little bit protected from the windows, or I'm pretty much protected up from the wind. Hi guys! In the start of the video I tried to doing some kind of survival scenario. Walking down the cliffs and that kind of stuff. And look here, I have found myself a fantastic place for an overnighter. This would be a dream place if you are lost in the bush. Two big rocks here from the last ice age. I don't remember that special name for what happened on this mountain on the ice age. Mark know what I'm talking about. Rullstensås. But this is not the Rullstensås. This is more over there. But anyway, I think I'm gonna go here later this autumn or in the start of winter to do an overnighter, because if I remember the place, I have never been here before, if I can find my way back, because this is for me, I think, a perfect place. Almost, the roof is almost done. You can say done, you can cover it a little bit there, but well, that was not what I should talk about today. But we can mix in this little survival scenario with this. Today I was supposed to talk about this little multi-tool, that Gerber Dime. You see, a very small one. And gonna show you the function of it, and we're gonna try to start the fire with. I have collected wood, so you see that. And if you are a minimalist, or if you want to carry gears in a little survival box like this, I think the Dime will fit perfect. Matter in fact, I think Navy SEALs are, what you say, issued with this to the survival boxes they have. I'm not sure about that. I think I have read something about that. But I carry mine like this. And that is mostly because when I'm fishing something, I want to maybe take out hook, straighten hooks in again if they are getting bended and that kind of stuff. But I have always preferred multi-tools that you can flip up, because when you are in need of that multi-tools, maybe you have, let's first say, a fish in the hand, a live fish. You want to unhook it and put it back, for example. You don't want to kill it. Then you must hold it steady, like something like that. And for that, it's good to have a multi-tool that you can flip up. But I think, you see, I already carry gear here. I have one folder here and one knife here. And where should I put the multi-tool then? Back here. I'm going to look like a police officer or a soldier, a lots of gear. I don't like that, to have too much on my pants. But this one I can have here. I don't feel it when I wear it, or I can just tuck it in like this, so it's not dangling around or something. Now I'm losing my thread. Where was I? Should we have a look at that, how you can open this one with, because you can open this one. It's not so fast like a flipper or what you want to call it, but it can be done. Let's say this is a fish and I want to take out the hooks. I can do something like this. Take that multi-tool and press it like that and like that, and then I can take off the hooks. Try to do it a little bit better, because it's some kind of thing there. Just do like this first. So, and then I did wrong from the start. Then you do like that. And then you can start to work with whatever you like to work. And then it just can be like that. There's no weight on it and not going to hurt you. You can fold it up later, fold it together later. Should we have a little look at it then? Like you see, this is not a monster of a multi-tool. If you abuse this hard, you're going to break it. I think you're going to break it. Because this is not a big Gerber or a big Leatherman or whatever the brand is. This is a small one. It's better to have this than nothing. First you have that plier, a small one. And of course the plier, the plier is the most usual thing you use on a multi-tool, at least I. With a little cutter in here. Then you have a scissor. I only use the scissor for when I'm cutting tracers or wires for pike tracers. Cut them off. You get one little file with a small screwdriver on, and here you have the same, a bigger screwdriver. And then you have a small non-serrated blade. It was not super sharp when I got it, so I touched it up with a diamond stone. Good enough. And here you have some kind of tool that I don't have a clue what it is. Maybe a little multi-purpose tool, you can do whatever you want. I don't know. And I have tried around on this, where could I start a fire, and I have come up to that little file here is the best one. None of those tools are lockable, or what you say. You must, if you're holding in the wrong position, it's gonna break on you going in. But if I'm holding like this, I can strike a fire steel. And then should we try to start a fire with this little multi-tool then, and let's pretend I have carried in here. Then you have a survival box with a Gerber Dime and all of the other stuff you have here. I will open it up. And this is my, don't going to go through it, I have done that maybe 1 year ago, 2 years ago, stuff, and a mirror here. And a super worn out Light My Fire arm, a good steel. A little bit worn out, you see, hard to use now, but still a Light My Fire arm. Okay, let's see if we can put this birch bark on fire with some, put the woods on fire with some birch bark. I'm using that file to scrape with. doing it like this instead. I hope you can see. Maybe I must zoom a little bit. That was helvete. Almost crashed my camera. Sorry about my video. Lisa is not with me. I am alone in the wilderness. I think I do something like this. Cut. I have a little bit of problem to start the fire. It was a little bit windy out there and I don't get the big fat sparks that I want. And maybe I am a little bit rusty on those small fire sticks. I spoiled myself with the big ones. Now we try again. So it worked. Okay, you can survive with small tools. And for cutting, well, it's a really small blade, but it worked okay, and you can certainly skin take care of an animal or fish with it, at least a small critter. I don't know the steel. I know I think the multi-tool is China made, so it's probably a China steel. But for $16, I don't care, because it's work. Better to have this tool that you never leave at home, because you don't notice that you have it on your body, than have a big tool that you sooner or later are going to leave at home because it's too clumsy. That's my experience. I have some great big tools like that Kershaw Camp 10, but you can't carry that. If you should carry something big like that, it's better to carry an axe. But it's very enjoyable to work with that Kershaw. Okay, now my water is soon gonna boil and I'm gonna have some coffee. So see you next time.